This summer we rode the mountain trails of Svartkampen, close to Synnfjell. And when I say us, I of course mean you.
Me?
Yeah.
I rode.
Yeah.
Didn't see you there.
No. So Synnfjell, Svartkampen is not on Synnfjell, close to Synnfjell.
Yeah, it's in that area. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So was it in the point?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It was yeah. So I started off at my parents' cabin, which they have up at Synnfjell, and rode up to Svinningsætra, which there is a cool little sign that says to the mountain.
So that first section, was that the gravel roads? Or?
Yeah, up till Svinningsætra, it's a gravel road.
Yeah.
And then you go out straight out onto the trail.
Yeah. So are there any places to park around there if anyone want to do that?
Yeah, I think you can park a bit down the road
Okay.
outside there. So you go over Synna, a river,
Yeah.
and but you can't go over there with the car. So, but before there, there's a small parking. There's a small parking space where you can park.
Okay, and then it's a short trip up to Sætra.
Yeah. So I think you might have to pay a small amount on Vips
Okay.
to park there, I think.
Yeah.
It starts out quite hairy with a lot of big rocks, and as soon as I got there, it started to pour down quite heavily in the beginning. So in the beginning, it was a bit of swearing and a bit of cycling and a bit of pushing.
Yeah, people need to be prepared to do a bit of push biking.
Yeah, you have to be a bit of push biking, and so I used this bike here, the BESV TRS 1.1, and it's quite a heavy bike, on about 24 kilograms. Yeah. So it was good to have the walk assist function a couple of places there.
Not unusual weight for an EMTB, but
no.
A lot to push around.
It starts quite steep, so when you get out of the forest, or a bit over the tree line, it mellows out a bit, and then you get more mountain trails.
Yeah.
Which there is some flattish sections, and of course a lot of rocks there as well. A lot of things to go over and around, but you can at least you can bike most of the way.
Yeah.
So after a little while, you get up to where you can bike either to Spåtin or you can go to Svartkampen, which is I know from seeing other trail guides that you can go all the way to Spåtin and further on beyond that. So there's a lot of trails on the top there which you can ride. But I took to the right on that crossing and went up to Svartkampen. So it's not that far. But I was quite
quite exhausted.
Quite exhausted when I got to the top anyway.
Yeah.
When I got to the top, though, it was the sky had cleared up and it was a great view up there.
Then you're on the top, highest point.
The high point on my ride. There are, of course, other higher tops not far away.
Yeah.
Which with the Spåtin being the highest one at 1414 meters.
So is it just the descending that is left, or?
Well, for me it was.
Yeah.
you can carry on. There are other trails, but you can carry on from there. But I just went back down. It took a lot of effort to get up there in the wet conditions. Yeah. So I was quite done. Going down was quite fun. Didn't take half as much time as it was to what's going up. So it's a cool descent actually. You get a bit of flow down there, and you can get up a lot of speeds in some section, and it's quite easy to see far ahead, so you can see if there are any people or sheeps in the way, so you can push the speed a bit.
It seemed to be a few quite gnarly sections, but I guess were you able to ride the entire descent?
Yeah, I was all until the bottom section. So when I get up on the mountain, it's quite good to ride all the way, and when I got down into the forest below the tree line again, I could still ride those sections which I wasn't able to ride up. But at the last 500 meters or 400 meters or something, it's quite gnarly, and if it was dry conditions, I might have been able to ride there.
Okay.
But I had to go off a few places. But most of the ride I could ride all the way down.
Yeah. So this video that we decided to call the Trails of Svartkampen, it's a quite short ride.
Yeah.
It's like 7-8 kilometers.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the ride? Is it worth doing again? Is it worth going there to do that ride?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I would try to go again, and hopefully in drier conditions, so I had to have a bit more stamina,
Yep.
so I can go a bit further. And I know there's great trails up there and further on to Spåtin and other peaks in the area.
That's it. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. Thanks for watching.